Hi everyone, my name is Shafi Muniz. I'm a Master of Business Administration student at CDU Melbourne campus. Today I'm going to speak about my placement experience in Regis Age Care group. Firstly, I'm going to speak about the topics that I'm going to cover in this presentation. That is the introduction to Regis, their organizational structure, the roles and responsibilities that I've done during my internship, the skills that I have acquired during my internship, the reflection of the graduate attributes, analyzing my strengths and weaknesses, strategies to overcome my weaknesses, the achievements, and the conclusion. Well, Regis Age Care Group is a huge business organization. It was established in 1994. It is one of the largest aged care service providers in Australia. It employs around more than 4,000 employees across Australia. Has 63 facilities all across Australia in every state and in the Northern Territory. The organization start. My job was in the head office here in Victoria. The overall organizational chart is fairly simple as in any organization. The organization is headed by the managing director and CEO Ross Johnson, and then he has a executive assistant and there's a line of managers, executive general managers for every department, like the executive general manager for people and culture, that is the HR department, the general counsel or the company secretary, and executive general manager for the quality compliance, chief commercial officer, executive general manager for property, executive general manager for operations in the southern region, executive general manager for operations in the northern region, and chief financial officer, and executive general manager corporate services and investor relations. My role was under the people and culture, that is the HR department. So when I break it down, the executive general manager of people and culture heads the department, and the managers under the executive general manager are the national organizational learning and development manager, the national work health and safety manager, national workplace relations manager, national recruitment manager. I was working under the accredited training specialist who works under the national learning and development for the organizational learning and development department. The other managers within the department are the learning development manager, organizational development specialist, and the people systems manager. My mentor was the accredited training specialist who take care of all the training for the staff all across Australia. They're arranging trainings and student placements. My roles and responsibilities during my internship were my main role was for student placements. I arranged student placements. My basic role was acting as a communication channel between different RTOs and for the facilities. I receive requests from different RTOs for placing their nursing students and like Bachelor of Nursing, Master of Nursing, Social Work students, Certificate 3 students, Certificate 4 students. I receive all those requests. I process the request and I gave placements for the students in different facilities, religious facilities. My other role was to update the placement records. I record each and every placement. My record usually contains the start date, the end date, the details of the students, the details of the RTO, and role of the students, etc. One other role that I had was with the placement agreements. I take care of the placement agreements with the RTOs. I give new agreements when one is expired, and I just basically take care of them. As I said before, I was acting as a correspondence channel between the archive and Regis facilities, uh, and above all of that, I was an administrative assistant in the office. I was helping my mentor with her phone calls, her emails, and general office stuff. The software and portals that I used during my internship are People Central, that's a web-based application, a Time Target, that's staff roster management software, and Microsoft Office, that's Excel, Outlook, etc. Mainly I was working on Excel, Outlook, Excel and Outlook. I used Excel to record the placement details, every details of each and every placement that take place, and the requests, everything. I used Outlook for emails and fixing up meetings for within the team or with the staff outside of the head office, like for staff in the facilities. People Central is a software that is mainly used to manage the staff all across the organization. Within my role, I use People Central for keeping track of the students under placement. If some of the students perform well, the facility manager of the corresponding facility will refer them for employment. So I usually track that and keep details of the Time Target. As I said before, it's a roster management software. I used to look up the rosters of the students under placement. The skills that I acquired during my placement are interpersonal skills. The placement gave me a huge opportunity to improve my interpersonal skills because I was working in the head office, and there was like a lot of staff, more than 100 staff in the head office. So it helped, interacting with each and everyone helped me to improve my interpersonal skills. My mentor helped me with my professional writing. During my role, I had to work on a lot of emails. I had to send and receive a lot of emails and phone calls, everything. So I got my professional writing got improved. Documentation and software skills, like I said before, I used Excel for majority of my work. So I was when I commenced my internship, I wasn't that good at Excel, but my mentor trained me to work better with Excel, and that improved my Excel skills. And management and judgment skills. For a brief period of time during my internship, my mentor was on leave for like 1 week, so I had to make my own decisions and solve the problem. So that helped me to improve my management and judgment skills. The academic knowledge that I gained from the MBA program helped me to tailor myself to a professional environment. The units that I would like to highlight that helped me a lot in my internship that are the preparation of professional practice that helped me to tailor myself to a professional environment. The decision making that helped me to improve my decision making skills. International human resource management helped me to tailor myself into a human resource environment. I was working under a HR department, so the human resource management helped me a lot to adapt myself into that department. Organizational behavior. Organizational behavior helped me to understand the organization, the culture, the people, and adapt myself into a communication, negotiation, and conflict resolution helped me to improve my communication and negotiation skills. Reflection. Acquisition, as I said before, During my internship, I was able to acquire quite a lot of knowledge from regarding Excel, working on Excel, my professional writing, and my communication skills. Application, that is, I was able to apply my time management skills and clerical skills that I had in me during my internship to work better. Communication, as I said before, I was acting as a communication channel between the RTOs and the facilities. So I had to ace my communication skills so as to be efficient in my job. Teamwork. Since I was working in the head office, all of the managers was at the higher level of the hierarchy, and everyone had a team under them. So I was able to experience and work within a team, and I was able to see and understand how a team works, how to manage a team, and how to work within a team. Responsibility. I was responsible for the placement, all the student placements that took place under Regis for the 3 months that I was in internship. I was responsible for the placement log, and every time my mentor wanted to generate a report, every report was relied on this placement log, so I was responsible for keeping it up to date. Flexibility, as my mentor was is a training specialist, she had to travel a lot from the head office to other facilities. So I was flexible with my working hours and my working environment, because I usually she take me with her to the facilities. Leadership, I didn't have a chance to portray my leadership skills during the internship, but I was able to see and experience under a lot of leaders. Since I was working in the head office, there were a lot of national managers and department managers, so I could see and watch and understand every leadership skills that they portray. Analyzing my strengths and weaknesses. My strengths, I'm a fast learner. I could adapt to the environment very quickly, and I could learn the skills that required for the job very easily. My background is in IT. I'm an IT engineer, so I have very good computer skills that helped me a lot to understand and work with the softwares very easily. I have a very good time management skills. During my internship, I had to juggle a lot with the requests, the declines, the acceptance, everything. So I had to manage my time quite efficiently. My main weaknesses are being too critical of myself, attempting to please everyone, and I'm not so good at small talk in an organizational environment. Office small talk is very important for socializing, but I'm not so good at small talk. The strategies that I have in place to overcome my weaknesses are to see the positives as well as the negatives, all aspects of my work, and have a reasonable expectation of yourself rather than having a huge expectation or below par expectation. Learn constructive criticism and let go of judgment, and self-judgment. I have to learn constructive criticism so that I don't judge myself very badly, and seek more ways to improve my socializing skills, like taking up more news and everything, so I can improve my small talk. The main achievement that I would say is that I got a job offer in the staffing management department. Other achievements are I got my interpersonal skills enhanced. during my internship. After my internship, I got a huge network of mentors and references so further during my career. If I change to a different job, I can use my references. My problem solving skills and decision making skills got enhanced, and more than that, the experience that I had is, I consider that as a huge achievement. Concluding, I consider this as a huge opportunity to help and understand myself, understand the Australian working culture by working within an organization. Skill enhancement to make myself work ready, improve my own confidence, and I consider this as a step in the right direction towards my career development. And finally, I would like to acknowledge for the help and guidance given by our lecturer, Divya Srivastava, and Rupali Mishra, our unit coordinator, and my mentor Rose Sarah, who helped me through my internship. Thank you.